welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB pitcher picks for Sunday, April 9th, 2017. It's a fun slate of games. I actually really like the Sunday afternoon slate, one of my favorite to play. And we've got some good pitchers and some good hitters to go with it today. Let's start things off with the three pitchers that I love in tournaments today, starting with Jake Arrieta, 10-4 on FanDuel. I like to use FanDuel as my base pricing. I don't know why. I just start there with baseball. And he's the highest priced pitcher on FanDuel. He's going up against a Milwaukee Brewers team that I still have confidence is going to strike out a lot this year. I know they've been somewhat frustrating when using some of the less than high-quality pitchers against them. I'm not going to pass up on an opportunity to use a former Cy Young winner who's done nothing to show us that he shouldn't be in your lineups, at least in cash games, against a team that could still be down its best hitter in Ryan Braun. Over on DraftKings, I know that Arrieta is actually the fourth highest priced pitcher, so for me, he's a veritable lock in a lot of my lineups because I don't think the Brewers are going to hit him well, and I think he's going to get above average strikeouts in this one. So for me, great place to start tonight. Next up, let's go with Julio Teheran of the Atlanta Braves, visiting the Pittsburgh Pirates, 8K on FanDuel. So Teheran does carry some risk, but people oftentimes put him in that let's target this pitcher category when I really don't think he's got any business being there whatsoever. And he showed that on opening day, really breaking the hearts of some people against, I believe it was the New York Mets. The Pirates, when you start looking at where Teheran is going to possibly give up some runs, you're really looking at Gregory Polanco. But beyond that, what are you really looking at? You're looking at Adam Frazier, Josh Bell, John Jaso hitting from the left side of the plate. That's not really enough for me to be scared off at Teheran. I think that he's a guy that could come through, and he's got some strikeout upside as well. It's better at home. He's one of those pitchers that does pitch better at home, so I understand there's a little bit of risk there, but I'm not going to hesitate to put him in my lineups tonight. Finally, if you're looking for an SP2 that's low-priced in tournaments, I would not hesitate looking at Ervin Santana of the Minnesota Twins. He is 77 on FanDuel, and so the way things profile out with Santana is that he's just not a pitcher that generally gets run over. You're talking about 10% or less of his games where he gives up 3 or more runs. Maybe it's 5 or more runs. I can't remember the stat I saw somewhere. But regardless, not a guy that is as bad as people often attribute him to being. The Chicago White Sox offense, every offense in baseball is going to string together 9, 10, 11 runs at some point in a game this year. So we're not going to sit here and say that the Chicago White Sox are a lay down and take it offense, but I do think they're an offense that Santana could weave his way through. I don't think you're looking at huge strikeout totals here, but this is just a good point per dollar play, especially in cash games. I think he and Arrieta have some element of safety to them in their matchups at their prices, and I really think those two allow you to fit pretty much any bat you want into your lineup. So once again, our top 3 tournament pitchers tonight: Jake Arrieta, Jose Teheran, Julio Teheran, and Ervin Santana. Thanks again for joining. Hopefully in the next video I'm actually awake while I'm doing it so I don't continuously mix things up. In the meantime, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Head over to researchfantasy.com. Sign up for our MLB mailing list. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. And join us again tomorrow.